And we are back. And we just came home from the theater where we saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
You almost blew it again.
I almost blew it again. This is rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 49 minutes. This is the latest installment of the Sonic saga, directed by Jeff Fowler, with writing credits to Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington. This stars Ben Schwartz as the lovable blue blur Sonic. And in this one, I guess we can't give out spoilers. We can just mention what's on the trailers, I guess.
Yeah, they introduce Shadow the Hedgehog, who is teased at the end of Sonic 2.
Yes.
As having escaped. And now we get into that story where...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was teased of him just like appearing and like his eyes opening his containment
brother, obviously.
Okay.
But that was foreshadowing of him being in the next one.
You think that the movie will progress if he's in his little containment cell or whatever? Come on.
I'm just saying.
It was an unnecessary correction.
Right.
I think people can assume
Thank you for the correction, Olive. Yes.
Yes.
At the end of Sonic 2, we see Shadow open his eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's all he does.
And I think the general is warned or is told about it, and he's like, oh, Project Shadow or something like that.
Yeah.
And then in this one, Shadow escapes.
Yes.
And hijinks ensue.
Right. And Shadow is voiced by the lovely Keanu Reeves, who always sounds bone weary.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was Keanu.
Yeah.
Yep.
John Wick.
John Wick.
Otherwise known as John Wick.
That's probably why he was beating the crap out of everybody.
I mean, he was
undefeated.
He was undefeated.
He was so much cooler than Sonic.
You kept whispering to me about how much aura he had at the beginning of the movie when he first appeared.
Obviously, that's like my job is to say how much there is.
Wait, for a question for the young people, is Shadow the Riz Master?
That has nothing to do with anything that happened in the film.
But I thought that was correct.
No, there's a difference between Riz and Aura.
I don't understand.
Just continue already.
So what's the difference?
This is a review about Sonic 3, not Riz and Aura.
You were the one saying that Shadow had aura.
Your aura is like your presence. It's like it's like your overall charisma. And Riz is how you do with the opposite sex, or
the same sex, if that's your thing.
If that's your
thing. Preferred.
Yeah, your preferred.
So Riz is just for Mackin, and Aura is the overall package. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I guess.
Let's move on.
Listen, I want to understand the lingo of you young folk.
It's like if you know.
Just
like, you
move
know.
on.
Youngster talk for Gen Xers is now over.
Yeah. This segment is over.
All right. So in this one, is it safe to say that Shadow is the heavy?
He's one of them.
He's one of them.
Good call. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. I'm going to start with myself. I'm not going to lie. I had no faith in this film. I was like, we're at number 3. The first 2 were very lovely, very clever.
Way better than they should have been.
Way better than they should have been. And I had no faith in this. And yet, again, Sonic the Hedgehog remains undefeated. The team that does these films has a winning formula. It's very simple. There's some really great lessons for young people. There's enough added stuff for us older folk to enjoy, and I think that these films are the definition of family fun entertainment. And at the theater we saw a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I think this is the first time in a while we've gone to any sort of more child-centric movie and actually seen children at the theater.
Just a ton of kids.
Well, that's because this movie came out 2 days ago.
Fair enough.
That's true, but still. It's almost weird seeing kids at the theater now because kids would rather just stay home.
Right. That's exactly what you'd rather do. If Sonic hadn't come out this weekend, would you be at the theater?
Yeah.
Seeing what?
Wicked.
This batch of sentences was completely unnecessary.
Whatever.
Stop talking about
Anyway, I was pleasantly surprised. I was incorrect. This again, Sonic remains undefeated. This was lovely and clever, really well done. The voice actors were great. Idris Elba, Ben Schwartz, Keanu Reeves, and Colleen O'Shaughnessey as the lovely Tails. And and to your point, you and I were talking in the theater, not excessively, obviously, but I think you mentioned it was nice to see previous characters.
Yeah, they got them all in there.
They got them all in there.
They got everybody to make a cameo from all the other movies. And
even if it was just a short amount of time.
Yeah, even if it's a little tiny amount of time, you didn't feel like, oh, they're just making a plot to shoehorn somebody in there. Like, remember Frozen 2? Like, what the hell was the other sister and the guy in that movie at all?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's like there was no point for that storyline to exist in the entire movie, and they were because it was like, well, it's got to be Anna and Elsa.
Yeah.
Like, which one is Anna and which one? I don't even remember.
Elsa's the one
blonde.
with white hair.
Okay,
and
so
Anna's
Anna had no purpose in that
ginger.
movie.
Anna and what was the guy's name?
Hans or Sven or
No,
Bjorn.
it was Kristoff. Wasn't
Kristoff.
Hans the
Kristoff.
bad
Yeah,
guy?
he was the bad guy. Yeah. So Anna and Kristoff, I had no idea because he wanted to propose, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
they completely like bastardized her character or mischaracterized her, which is weird because they made the freaking film. Why was she acting like that? That was the only thing I remember from that film is that she was acting so weird.
Yeah,
it was
and
because they needed to
uncharacteristic.
shoehorn her character in there.
Yeah, they should have
And
just
give
made it
her
about Elsa.
something
Yeah.
instead of, like, if she was just in there for a cameo, that would have been fine. Like
this film.
this movie, which was smart enough. It was like some executive wasn't like, well, we got to put the sister-in-law in there, and she has to have a major function in the plot.
Right.
No, she is just
she's the sassy
there,
sister.
and she's
2 minutes.
2 minutes in
and
out.
out.
Her fiance or husband, I guess they are at this point.
The general,
the
whatever.
sidekick, the deputy.
The deputy.
He's in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
The general's in there for a little bit. Nobody overstayed their welcome.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, honestly, this is about the CG characters and Jim Carrey.
And Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey is magnificent. He really is.
Yes.
There is a dance
I gotta
off
be honest,
in this
he-
film
yeah.
that is just chef's kiss.
Yeah, Robotnik makes these films for me.
Yeah. Same. You know what? I'm just going to go off the bat and give this an 8.5. Your favorite film?
Stop with that joke. It's terrible joke.
Olive G, what did you think of the film? Without giving away spoilers.
I love this film.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I loved it so much.
Is this your new favorite Sonic, or is one of the other ones better?
Yo, like,
I feel like this is the one that you had like the most reaction to.
seriously though?
Yo. Tell me.
Like, I love this film. Like, I loved it so much. I loved all the characters, and I love Shadow. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, if Shadow died in this film, I'd kill myself.
Yo,
Easy.
the aura, bro.
Easy.
The aura radiating off him was fire.
Alright, this is kind of uncomfortable.
And like his design was perfect, and I loved it.
Wow. You girls are going off. You'd think you had just seen the Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh God! I hope I hope a Yoko doesn't show up to ruin everything.
You got that joke.
I got it in.
And of course, like Sonic and Knuckles and Tails, like I love them too. But like,
You like Shadow more?
no, but like he shined brighter than them. I'm gonna just say.
He was definitely shown as being way more powerful than
Yeah,
the others.
he was.
Interesting. But weren't the team powerful together?
Like they still got their butts kicked by Shadow.
Yeah, they still got their butts kicked.
He's like, oh, he can't take us if we work together. Literally gets beaten up.
That's true, actually. That's true. 1 to 10, Olive G, what would you give this film?
You're like a 10. Like,
Wow.
what?
I don't even
Did
think
you even give the other
Oh,
ones
1 to
10s?
10? Yeah.
I don't even know.
We'll have to go back to the
But, like,
videotape.
Literally 10. Like, I love Sonic.
Wow.
Like, I can't put it into words without spoiling it. But, like,
I love this movie. I loved everything about it.
It
And
gave
I
you
especially
everything
love
you
the
wanted.
end sequence, which I'm not going to spoil. But
Yes,
like, it's
there's
there and I
two-
love it.
There's
Yes.
2 separate.
2 post-credit
Scenes.
Easter egg scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to stick
Yes,
around
please.
for that.
Stick around to the
around.
very, very, very end to see them both.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They're both perfect and amazing.
Gigi, what did you think of the film?
It was great.
Yeah. Didn't love Shadow as much as.
No,
Oh.
I'm fully on board with what Olivia's saying. I
Really?
was when stuff was happening in the film, I was reaching over and like shaking Olivia and saying, "Oh, if this happens, I'm gonna kill myself."
A little excessive, no?
What? There's no point to living if you're not excessive.
Interesting. All right.
Anyway, I'll admit I was kind of on the fence about this film too. I didn't have zero hopes for it like you did, but I was scared that it was going to break the streak of good Sonic movies because I liked the first one, and I liked the second one even more, and I liked the third one even more.
Wow, you
Interesting.
feel they've gotten progressively
Progressively
better.
Yeah, I like when new characters are introduced and they're not just completely annoying. Like
That's
in
fair.
a lot of media that I consume, when new members join the group, I'm like, oh God, I hate this guy, or oh my God, this kid's so annoying.
Or they don't add anything to the
Yeah,
story, right?
I mean, I'm thinking of something in particular, and the characters add something, but they're just so freaking annoying. It's like I'd rather they just died. So I don't wish death upon any of the hedgehogs or foxes or Knuckles, because they're all cute and they're all funny, and yeah. So that's why
Are you, without giving anything away, are you looking forward to the new character?
Yes, I am.
Interesting. Did you know about the new character or no?
Yeah. I mean, it was obvious. They're gonna keep pushing.
I guess
I
you have.
explained in the car.
I guess you have to be into, like, I guess the Sonic lore to know what's going on.
I'm not really
because-
into the Sonic lore. I just know like the basic characters,
You know it
and
exists.
after introducing,
I don't know anything about it.
After
so.
introducing these 4 already, it's obvious that they're gonna keep going. And I knew the Sonic 4 had been announced. I'm pretty sure I saw it that somewhere.
Oh, okay. I just
So,
read about it.
I was
so.
like,
I
oh,
knew
they have
nothing.
to be introducing this person next because they've already introduced Tails and Knuckles and Shadow. So this one's the next one to be introduced.
Right. I get you. Did I get your number?
No,
1 to 10.
you didn't ask any favorite characters or favorite scenes.
I
or
didn't,
anything.
did I?
No, I was waiting to
I-
tell my favorite scene.
So it's funny because I don't know if I want to spoil it, right? Because if we mention our favorite
would
scene.
your favorite scene spoil anything?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
go
all
ahead,
right. Do you
feel
want to
free.
say?
Oh, that's why you didn't say anything. Oh, my favorite scene was at the beginning of the film when Olivia started crying because she was so happy to be watching the movie.
I thought you were going to say a scene in the film. I was like a little hesitant. I was like,
mean-
am I going to have to cut this out?
No, I mean the beginning is a scene, and that was my favorite. I liked that. To this movie, what made this movie so great was the film watching experience because I got to sit next to Olivia, and she was super into the film, and it made the film better.
I know exactly how that feels because that's why I love watching movies with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
She makes any film fun.
Whatever.
All right. Anyway, yeah.
Are the old people ruining the moment?
Yeah, it's getting kind of corny in here. But like I was saying, I liked when Olivia started like screaming at a scene that she thought was fun, even though we were in a movie theater.
And y'all heard me scream at the end.
Yes. I love your joie de vie, my child. So 1 to 10, what would you give this film?
I give it a 9.
9.
Yep.
Your impressions, please, without giving away spoilers.
I was surprised. Yeah, I was also under the impression that it would probably not be
as
that good. I mean, I wasn't completely down on it because they did.
Secure.
They fooled me twice already. When the first Sonic was announced, they showed that trailer with Ugly Sonic, and the people went nuts.
Nightmare-inducing Sonic.
Yeah, the nightmare-inducing Sonic that people lost their minds over.
I mean, he
to the
was
studio's credit,
hideous.
to the studio's credit, they changed it up.
Yeah, they listened to the
They made
feedback.
him look like the actual character, which pleased everybody.
Yeah.
And it was a cute story.
Yeah,
And
very
I
cute.
gotta say, Jim Carrey was amazing.
Yeah.
As Dr. Robotnik. When the second one came along, I'm like, oh god, they're making a sequel. Well, of course they're making a sequel. It made a
makes
buttload of money.
Yeah.
Can't be good. Also, adorable. Like G says, they introduce new characters without making them annoying. Fun little story. And Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Excellent as Dr. Robotnik. And the introduction of Idris Elba, Knuckles.
Fantastic.
Idris
And
Elba
Tails.
is Idris. Yeah, I mentioned Tails.
Yeah.
Idris Elba he's hilarious
phenomenal.
as Knuckles with
Yeah.
his just like matter of fact. I want to fight.
Caveman. Yeah.
And then this one comes along. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
probably going to be bad, but they've won me over twice. Let's give it a fair chance.
Yeah. And
Sure enough, it's a fun little movie.
yeah.
I'm not going to say it's the greatest thing ever, but
No, but
as far as a film for kids, it does enough for adults to keep them interested. And once again, Jim Carrey is freaking
Phenomenal.
amazing in this movie. I love Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad that he needs money and it has to make these movies.
Has to make these films. Yeah.
Because he's freaking amazing. This is just
can
the
we
fun,
just bring
crazy
him back
Jim
and a lot
Carrey.
of other things? I mean, I've always liked. I mean, what happened? He just like gave up acting and started painting for a while, and now he's back.
I
in
think
films.
so. I think he kind of got sickened by Hollywood.
Yeah.
But that's his job. I mean,
Yeah.
he's an entertainer, and he's goddamn entertaining in these
is.
movies. And the funny thing is how he becomes he looks more and more like the actual character as the films go on. Because
Yeah.
Dr. Robotnik is a bald, fat guy with a crazy
Stumpy
mustache.
Little, yeah, stumpy little guy.
And in the first one, he was just a guy with a sort of eccentric mustache. And the second one, he was bald with the crazy mustache. And now he's bald, fat, and has the crazy mustache.
Yeah.
And he now has like the suit he's usually wearing.
Yes, the suit is more video game accurate. Fantastic. And his little sidekick, Stone, I like that little relationship. I like the relationship of all the characters. They all work.
Yeah.
And like I said, this isn't going to be nominated for best screenplay at the Oscars, but it doesn't have to be. It's just fun. It's just fun. I wasn't bored. I never felt sleepy. And that's we had a heavy meal.
Yeah, we sure did.
At the lovely Epic Theater
in Fort Lee.
In Fort
Go
Lee
check it
that
out there.
serves real food.
Yes, and drinks.
And
Adult drinks.
And and I ate a lot.
Yeah, same.
And I stayed awake through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was entertaining. The crowd was into it.
Yeah. That always helps too.
Yeah, you get your apparently super satisfying end scenes.
Yes.
So stick around for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I would probably give this. I'd give this an 8. I don't know if I would go so far as.
So 8, 9. Oh no, 8, 8.5, 9, and a 10. Definitely higher on the scale. Without giving too much away, if there is a female character, it would be nice to have the lovely Jenny Slate come on and be that female character.
That would be hilarious.
That would be sensational. And for Sonic to sing to her, "You are the worst." That would be
a little
amazing.
Parks and Rec reunion. Yeah.
Maybe even an older, wiser hedgehog voiced by Henry Winkler would be amazing as well. I'm just putting it out there, Hollywood.
Silver is not coming anytime soon.
I don't know.
Look, she even knows the name of the.
That was
we didn't
ridiculous.
even know there was an older and wiser hedgehog.
Oh no, I don't know anything about Silver besides the fact that he's white, and I don't even know if his actual name is Silver. So
Oh, okay.
Any other?
honestly, he might just be Fancy Shadow. I'm not entirely sure.
Fancy Shadow.
Fancy Shadow.
You know, like the whitewashed version of him when he uses the Master Emerald.
Dude, come on.
I don't know who that guy is. Okay, all I know is that he's there, and I think his name is Silver because he's silver. I think.
All right. I'm sure there's a ton of characters we don't know anything about. Any other parting thoughts or any other parting thoughts or?
This movie was amazing, and I love it, and I love Sonic.
And you would recommend it?
Yes, 100% recommended.
All right. G, would you recommend Sonic 3 to your friends?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, that's right. Your friends don't like movies.
That's not true at all.
Okay. What about you? Would you recommend Sonic 3?
Yeah, Yeah, I would probably say if my friends felt like going to the theater and didn't mind kids movies, yeah.
Or if they had young children.
If they had young children, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're just by themselves, they could probably wait till it came out on In Demand.
There you go.
Or HBO or whatever.
Longtime Sonic fans.
Longtime Sonic fans are probably they're there. They're dressed up as the character.
Yeah, so. Exactly. What did we think of Tokyo Chuck E. Cheese?
Looked interesting.
Yeah.
That was not Chuck E. Cheese.
No,
it was their version of it, I guess.
Yeah, like their version of Chuck E. Cheese. No, they had animatronics that sing and put on a show.
Those were human beings. I hope you know that.
I understand that, but
they had people in costumes.
They had. I thought they said they were animatronics.
Those are people in costumes.
Oh, those are people in costumes.
And it was more of a cafe than a arcade place. Like they weren't playing games. They were just like singing and like serving people.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, that's actually correct. So I was wrong. Look at the way these kids pay attention.
Yeah, you're missing the nuances.
Obviously, yeah. I missed all of Shadow's aura.
You experienced it. You just didn't know what you were feeling.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. You were enveloped in it, but you were just like, what is this? What are these feelings?
I'm trying to remember the trailers. Was there anything interesting coming up?
The Captain America.
Looked interesting.
The hell?
We're not talking about the trailers. We're talking about Sonic 3.
I know, but we're going to add to that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we could wrap this up. We gave our numbers. We said what we thought.
Okay, fair enough. But I just wanted to see if we had any other parting thoughts.
What do you, if they make a Sonic, well, apparently they are making a Sonic 4. What do you hope to see?
I hope that they go back to the Sonic's home planet with those like ramp the ramp stuff and
ramp stuff.
The little circular thing, you know, like the one from the video games, where like the circular things and like the.
But isn't that where the owl lived?
Yes.
Long Claw.
Dude, what are you talking about? What?
Sonic's home planet from the first movie when he was still living with Long Claw.
Yeah. What are they gonna take with them?
Like, I hope they go there, maybe in, like, the fourth movie, because it's, like, I don't know.
But didn't you say something about ramps? What are you talking about?
Yeah, because there are a bunch of, like, loop-de-loops and ramps, like, everywhere.
Oh, just how he was running around on his home planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I was trying to describe it, but honestly, I can't really describe it that well. I also don't know the name of the place.
I don't remember the name of the place.
Planet.
What, was it his home planet, or was it Longclaw's?
No, it was his home planet.
I don't remember seeing any other hedgehogs, though.
Yeah, I thought he was adopted by the birds. Yeah. So that really wasn't even his own home planet.
Yeah.
That was just where he grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been his home planet, and, like, Longclaw just, like, found him and, like, as an orphan and took him in.
Were the rest of the other hedgehogs just murdered or something?
Like, I don't know.
Where did Tails come from?
A village.
From where, though?
From the home planet, I'm guessing.
But I'm
from
assuming
some different planet, I'm guessing.
But from a different planet because he's watching Sonic from wherever he's from. Or he knew about Sonic and was following his journey.
Maybe it's best not to analyze Sonic too deeply.
Yeah,
because we don't know what the hell's going on, to be honest.
All I know is Sonic's home planet, and that's it.
Okay.
That's what you'd like to see.
That's what you'd like to see. I would like
movie.
to see, I think, just, I guess, a mix of, like, adventure comedy, and I really like how they interweave, like, this whole adopted family. Mm-hmm. How, what are the parents' names?
Tom and Tom's wife.
Tom's wife.
Tom and Maddie.
Tom and Maddie.
So I like how, like, Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails are like their sons almost. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoy that relationship. I feel bad for the dog because the dog is like.
The dog feels upset with the situation too. He actually says, "You stole my humans."
Yeah, humans.
Humans in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, poor dog.
Oh, he gets in the group hug at the end.
He does. But he has to force his way in there.
Yeah.
No,
Because-
Sonic openly welcomes him into the hug. He's like, get your butt over here.
He didn't say get your butt over here.
No, but like he opened it up for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
Maybe.
I think I would like to continue seeing them do this. I mean, I think it's a great formula. It works. Don't fix it. What do you say?
Yeah, but you have to add something or do something else because
Well, you have a heavy, right?
yeah, it'll get tired. They've done really well. I trust if it's the same team, I trust them.
I think it's the same direction.
I think that they will continue to just do it until people don't want to see it anymore.
Gee, if Timothy Chalamet is in the next one, will you still watch it?
Don't ask me such stupid questions.
Like, they can use the same formula and I'll still be entertained. Because remember that Splatoon manga I was reading?
Uh-huh.
They use like the same exact formula where like they're losing and then they do something stupid and that makes them win.
All right. I mean, I feel like keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, you introduce a new heavy, win them over, fight together, save the day. I feel like that works. And then have those like character moments, like how Tom had at the beginning with Sonic about being good and stuff. Yeah. So I think like those things, because I think they're easily digestible messages, especially for younger kids, right? And
Yeah.
I think that, let's be honest, we learn more from our movies as young people than we do listening to our folks. So
Than our parents.
yeah, for sure.
Sometimes, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of life lessons were learned just watching cartoons.
Yeah.
A
Absolutely.
lot of life lessons about what not to do.
I
was
learned how
Also
to be a
learned.
better person by watching My Little Pony as a kid.
There you go. There you go. And you appreciate art, watching Bugs Bunny, listening to all that awesome classical music. Yeah. Otherwise,
People
where the
are
hell
not
were we
watching
gonna?
Bugs Bunny.
My generation. That's what we grew up with. So, and we learned so much from Tom and Jerry about
Violence is
how violence
always
is
the answer.
Yes, exactly. All right, so 8, 8.5, 9, and 10. Absolutely do yourself a favor and check out Sonic 3 playing at a theater near you. And with that, we will bid you all a
Good night.
Good night.
good night.